Here's a series of spins we call the natural turn. 5, 6, 7, and hey, hop, ha, hey, ho, ha.
All right, the natural turn. We get that name from ballroom because this has sort of a ballroom vibe to it. It basically in ballroom just means a turn that is going clockwise. That's it. So we like the name, we're going to use it now. We're going to start out solo and practice this, and followers, you are very welcome to try this as well. If you get these skills of turning yourself, it's really going to help when this is called upon in the dance. So here's the key. We're going to think of a circle on the floor, and we're going to try to step around the perimeter of that circle just to start with. The thing we don't want to do is to have our legs spread wide, the center of the circle right between our feet, and then waddling around the circle. This makes things really difficult, and it's like having the parking brake on the whole time. What we want to do is we want to think about a spirograph, if you can imagine that, and we want to step around the perimeter of the circle. You can Google spirograph later. But it's just that sort of look right there. If we can get some of that going, it doesn't have to be great or smooth or awesome just yet. We can go really slowly, and I'll count us in, and we'll go half time after the rock step. So we'll go rock, step, slow, 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 slow. And what I really want you to do is I want you to paint a little circle on the floor beneath you. And you're going to start with one foot on the perimeter, and then you're going to step on the perimeter every single time. And see if you can start to meld all of those together and get it really continuous. Try it with me. 5, 6, 7, 8, rock, step, slow, 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 slow. If you bounce a little bit, it makes it easier. Hey, ho, stepping around the perimeter. All right, calling that good for the moment. You can practice that a bunch more. You can skip back and do it if you need to. One little note that I'm going to throw in here is that stepping this way is going to be easier for you leaders because your left foot is going to be offset with your partner and you're going to have freedom to step there. Also, you are going to be stepping backwards on your right foot, leaders. So that right side is always a little trickier. It requires just a little bit more focus. So if you can use the first step, rock, step, zoom, to set up the second step, you will make life a lot easier. If you do the first step, rock, step, and you only get to your destination with no sense of continuing on, this one becomes very difficult. So if we can just think of the left side sets up the right side every time. If you can think of that just a little bit, just that idea in your head can help you do this. Let's try it again really slowly, practicing with me. 5, 6, 7, 8, rock, step, slow, slow, around the circle, hey? Oh, you might not feel it so much while we go this slowly, but we're going to step on every beat in a second. Call that good. Again, you can skip back if you want to practice again and go back to the practice session here. So we are going to try doing the same thing but stepping on every single beat. And now you'll feel the challenge of making that smooth and continuous rotation. And it will really be a little trickier to keep that right side going behind you every time. I want you to make the circle a bit smaller. I want you to stand relatively upright, and we're going to try it together. Good luck. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and barf. Very good. Shake it out. Sometimes you jump out those little crystals in your ear so you don't get too dizzy. So we're going to try that just one more time, and let's just imagine holding a partner. And so for the leaders specifically, followers, if you're trying this, that is great. You can do it mirror image or exactly what the leaders are doing. It's still great practice. Leaders, I want you to imagine you have a follower here, and you're in closed position, but things are kind of opened up, and you're going to come to your follower in the very beginning. Rock, step, bam. So your hand kind of stays where it is, and you go meet them. And as you go there, that energy that you have from your left side coming into your right side, that's going to bring your follower with. You're not going to lift your follower up. You're not going to pull them. So this is great practice because there's no one there to freak you out. Just think about doing yourself really clearly. That's almost exactly what we're going to do when we have a partner. So here we go. We're stepping on every single beat, imagining a partner. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a lot. And right now we have no specific place to end. We're not even doing it on a line or anything. We're just getting the sense going. Let's do it one more time. And when we try it this time, I'll go one touch slower, and let's really make sure that when we do this, we pass through the center every time. That means our center of gravity comes over the foot every time. We're not going to waddle around. Okay? Here we go. Imagine a partner. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot. We're going to try it with the partner next.
Good job practicing, everyone. I just showed up now. So we are going to show how we partner up, and it's actually pretty important. We want to share this turn. The further away we are from each other, the easier it is to do that waddle, straddle, look around, and it gets a little awkward. So the position we're going for is really close. We're offset a little to the left of each other. We like to hold hands like this, not for extra support, just because we like holding hands like this when we're this close.
It'll be follower shoulder height, however tall the follower is.
So that's what we're aiming for. And when we're starting out, kind of side-by-side closed position like this, it's really tempting, leaders, to bring your follower to you or to meet in the middle, but either way, you're getting your follower turning actually in the wrong direction for this spin. So what you want to do is really come to meet me.
So when I do this, watch me come across. Boom, hey, hey, hey. And we're going to do that pattern, an 8-count pattern. Quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. And you're going to try it with us. And leaders, you're going to really come to your followers. And the main thing we need to get is need to make sure that you have a nice close connection. If you did a swing out or a circle beforehand, you need to make sure you get here before you start this step. So we're here, we go quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. And going around that little imaginary circle, we'll do about 3/4 of a turn, but don't worry exactly where you are just yet. We just want to get you doing it at all. So here we go together. 5, 6, 7, 8. Quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Let's try it again, one touch faster. 5, 6, 7, 8. Quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Now, I think it's actually a little bit easier to touch faster because that slow takes kind of a long time to hit. What we're going to try is going down a line with this. And again, if you need more practice, we have chapters here, so you just skip back and try those 2 practices with us again. You can try that as many times as you want, and when you feel sort of comfortable, come here with us, and we're going to unroll that circle into a line. So picture that circle on the floor. We're going to make it a line now. And now that it's a line, it's a little bit more rotation required in a certain moment here. So if we're going this way, Naomi.
Got it.
If we go rock, step, bam. If I take this turn with my right side a little bit, that's something, but that's going to head us around this circle again. So what I do is I have more energy built up on that 3, 4, so that 5 goes further and I get all the way down the line. So the way we have to do this is the 1, 2, 3, 4. That moment has to have enough energy to keep me going into the next step. I talked about that solo, and with a partner, you'll feel that even more. What I want us to really feel for here is that if we're counting it, about count 4 is when the energy really comes and I really scoop my partner up. Halfway through that triple step, Naomi's going, what? You really start to feel something change. And that's a moment where I actually need to be pretty firm and hold on to my partner. Otherwise, we'll get too far away from each other. So when I'm here, it should be 1, 2, 3, scoop, boom, boom, bam, rock, step. And let's go into that next rock step because it feels really good for the followers.
Now we've got some extra momentum.
So this is going to be more energy. And I'm not super squeezing harder, but I'm not letting my partner get away. Here we go. You're going to feel it on 4. Lots of rotation, leaders. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rock, step. Let's try it from here all the way back. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll say one little point about this before we try it again. When I do this, leaders, when you want to get more energy, they often squeeze really hard and they lift. You can see this is a very upright move. That's why we gave it a ballroomy name. It's fine to have that upright feeling, but it is not lifted out of the floor. Our feet should be flat on the ground, and especially followers need to be very grounded in that moment. You don't want to get that tippy toe pulled up feeling.
No, and you just have to be aware of that because you're a lot taller than me. So depending on how
problem for me.
depending on how you fit with your partner, leaders, you just want to make sure you're not lifting extra. You want them to be grounded, not tipping over onto you.
Exactly. If they have their own balance, it's so much easier to rotate your partner. So when we're doing this, I want you to really think about that. I'm really going to zoom. I'm going to keep things really smooth and consistent, lots of rotation, but I'm not pulling and lifting up. I'm moving myself with strength, and then it's a soft feeling for my partner. Zoom, whap, bop, bam. Try with us. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rock, step, zoom, whap, bop, bam. Let's try one more. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rock, step, zoom, whap, bop, bam.
So now we're about to try it to music, and I just wanted to mention, followers on the social dance floor, sometimes I don't know this step is happening, so that first slow, I end up triple stepping on it. But what's great is it still works with the step.
No problem. So we're going to try this now. You can do it in a circle. If you're feeling good, you can take it down the line. Your choice, but do it at the same time we do it. Here we go. Hey, ho, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, hoo, hey, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hoo, hey, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hoo. 2 in a row. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ha. Hoo. Hey. Wah. Hoo. One more time. Let's get 2 in a row. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ha. Hoo. Hoo. Okay, so we tried it with our quick, slow pattern. Now we're going to try all quicks. The nice thing about this is that it's in some ways a little easier to distinguish. Like the followers go, hey, with the quick steps, you know it's happening right away. It feels different and more distinctly different than, say, a circle. But leaders, it does require a little more energy and more balance on your part. So we've practiced this feeling of going to the followers and getting that zoom. Well, that zoom just needs to be rotating more quickly into the next step. That's the big change. So if we do it in a circle, rock, step, zoom, 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 rock, step. And if we do it in a line, which is what we're going to try with you guys, rock, step, zoom, 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 rock, step. Everything has to be zooming. So, leaders, remember, you go to your partners, no space between you. You keep it really close, and now instead of 1, 2, 3, 4 things are really going, it's 1, 2, 3. The energy is there. From 3 to 4, it's already coming. Try it with us. Let's see how we do. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rock, step. Again, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rock, step. So we're going to try it to music in just a second. I'll just say that this one, even though it can be a little more energetic, it can also be a bit more stressful. And what I've found is now that I'm kind of good at doing this, when I do this step on the dance floor, it's always fun. My partner always says, woo-wee, that was kind of a fun feeling. Reminder, let's not squeeze our followers, let's not lift them up. Let's make sure we're moving ourselves and let the tempo come to us. It's gonna work. So one more time with us, then we'll try music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rock, step. All right, the natural turn. This takes 6 counts. We're gonna try it, and then we're gonna do a Lindy circle right afterwards so we can keep on dancing and repeat it. Come with us. Hey, ho. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rock, step, triple step. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. Here we go. All right, here's a little troubleshooting for you. The number one thing that goes wrong is dancers try to step around each other in this moment. And when you try to step around each other, it becomes a bit of a spider tango. It's really like weird, like creepy. It's not good. So what we need to do is instead of stepping around our partners, we step directly underneath ourselves, and then my body's going to go through my partner. I step right through Naomi, and then I bring Naomi right through me. So the way I think of it is like when I'm here, when I'm on my left foot step, I'm stepping directly through my partner, and then I'm bringing my partner directly through me. So we're coming right through there. There is no sort of tippy-toeing around people. When people do that, they get that side-to-side thing, and then once again, the center of the circle drops between your feet, and you get that waddle. If you're having difficulties getting off the block, that is the number one problem that happens. So if we try this, I really want leaders to think about that moment of going through your partner and bringing your partner right through you. Keep things compact, and we both step underneath each other, underneath ourselves. I don't step underneath you.
You know what? I'm going to jump in and say my point for the followers is really similar. It's not stepping around my partner, and it's not like stepping outside of myself. Sometimes when a step like this comes up, it's not, a nice bouncy 8 count that you're necessarily familiar with. So sometimes because of that, followers will really cede their balance and their rhythm to their partner.
That is so true.
And in moments when you're unsure of what the heck is happening, followers, that's when you should hold on to the couple of things that you can actually be in charge of yourself, your balance and your rhythm. So just make sure you're stepping right underneath yourself, followers, and on the beat of the music or what we're counting in, because when something gets a little swirly or it's a step you haven't tried before, and I know that you know what the step is because we're in here together right now, but when this comes up on the dance floor, don't get the panic feet. Don't start leaning into your partner. You want to step on the beat underneath yourself. That's really important.
Yeah, and I'll just say, you may not know if it's going to be a quick or a slow, but the closest number you can hit, that really does make a difference. I have it happen so often that followers will kind of just float their feet with me, and it's 100% up to me. And I'm very experienced, so I can kind of make that happen. Your leader out there, followers, they might not be as experienced yet, so you can really make this work better without backleading. So we're going to try 2 of those 8 count steps. We'll try them down a line. Let's do it 8 count style. We'll go there and back right away. 5, 6, 7, 8. Rock, step,
quick,
ho,
slow, quick, quick, slow.
Again. Wah, bam, boom, wah, bam, boom. I feel like once I get good at this, the slow ones are actually a little more challenging. If you're feeling that, that's a good sign. That means you're probably doing some of the right work. We're going to try the fast ones. And again, we're stepping underneath ourselves. Leaders, you're going right through your partner. Followers, you're keeping the beat. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 in a row. Hey, ho, hey, ha, rock. Hey, ho, hey, ha, rock, step. Okay, now once you start getting comfortable with the 6 count step and the 8 count step, the real fun next step for it is to not make it 6 count or 8 count at all. Just put slows and quicks together however you wish. You can extend it longer and you can mix up that pattern. A little bit of advice about it though. It's really worthwhile to mix the slow and the quicks in 2 count chunks. So slow, quick, quick, not slow, quick, slow, quick, like all this Baroque pattern that goes fancy. That becomes a test for your partner leaders, and usually it's a test you both fail, and even if you succeed, it's not often a very hip way to hit the music. It's way too micro musicality. So just 2 count chunks will really do you good. A quick, quick, or a slow. Trust me on that, you're gonna rock step on one a lot more often. Then, the other thing I'd like to say is when you're going from the slows to the quicks, it's pretty easy because you're here, you're chilling, and then you accelerate your body to get things moving a little bit faster. That acceleration that you need transfers to your partner, but if you want to slow down from the quicks, you can just stop. And when you stop on a dime like that and slow those things down abruptly, the follower gets no sense that that's coming. There has to be a ramp down. So going from quick to slow is more of a challenge. Look out for that and make sure you sort of have a sense in your body that that quick is coming and then that slow is coming afterwards. And it also takes a good follower, it really does.
That's true. Followers, when they start playing with a pattern, it's really tempting to just guess what the next step is. You want to be right. You don't want to mess up. You have to take away those fears, not because you'll be perfect every time, not because you guys will always be in sync, but because they are not going to help you dance your best in that moment. So I'm just trying to stay with my partner, stay connected, not freak out, not tense up. I'm trying to feel what they're doing and dance with the music on the beat. So I'm trying not to anticipate the next thing, but I'm also not free floating in space where there's no music and it's just my partner determining everything. I'm just also not trying to guess all the time or decide that this is a 6 count and back out of things just because I'm a little uncomfortable. So followers, you have to kind of enter a Zen state here, not caring about the outcome, but caring about your partner and the music and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and leaders, the last sort of point is just don't test your partners ever. It's just not really fun. So you can try funny things for yourself, but just make sure it doesn't become a test of your partner. So we'll show you what we're talking about. This could be homework for you. Ba, ba, boom, boom, wah, ba, 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 hey, ho, hey, ha, hey, ho, ha, 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 hey. You can mix it up a whole bunch. We're gonna try it to music right now.
All right, let's go back to our 6 count and 8 count patterns just to mix those together. We like to finish them out with a little 8 count circle just so we keep dancing through them. Here we go, everyone. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we'll take a little dizzy break. Hopefully you're not too dizzy. Now what we want to do is, if you're comfortable, you can go ahead and break those patterns and mix up the quicks and slows as you see fit. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thanks for joining us for The Natural Turn.
Rock, step, go. You need to make that just a little dip, gop. Beep, 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 beep.
It was really good though.
This part, beep. Okay.